Yeah, I think the first thing that has to be said is just how thankful we are that we had such a great turnout. You know, we've been pushing for it. I just think these kids work so hard, and this program means so much to me that I know that people, you know, can make a turnout like that. For us to get that type of student involvement and to hit a number like that at a home game shows some really great progress. And I know that not every game may be like that, but it just shows what we're capable of. And man, I could cry thinking about how cool that is to have that many people support these kids, because they do work hard for that, and we can create a really cool environment here, like it was tonight. And if we, you know, for us now, the motivation is to keep playing well and keep preparing well. So hopefully, they keep wanting to come back. And that's probably the first thing. Is just thank you to everybody for making it out to the game. And if you were one of the 17,000, please try to come out again, because that was truly amazing. As for the game, I'm really proud of the team. I have a lot of respect for Southern Utah. Coach Fitz, those guys do a great job. They've obviously played a lot of teams really tough, and we knew they were going to get a great effort from them. I thought defensively, in the first half we struggled in situational football, but I thought for us to come out in the second half and really hold them to 7 points for most of the second half showed great adjustments by the staff. And they were good on offense. They're averaging 40-something points a game, so I thought our guys hung in there. Offensively, showed some great rhythm. Good balance in the pass and the run game. Don't think we turned the ball over, which would be the first time this season. The coaches will be mad at me because I'm still really frustrated. I thought we left some points on the board there and did some things that I'm uncomfortable with, but I know that we can get better, and that's the best thing. And then again, our special teams continues to make explosive plays. Great punt return from Tico. Great kickoff return from Sam. We had the fake field goal ready to go for the 2-point conversion that we had ready for the last few weeks, and executed all those really well. So I thought all three phases had their moments. Still have things we can get better at, but I'm really proud of this team for coming back after, it's been not only a long 3 weeks, but honestly the last, several days has been tough. There's been a lot going on in the world, and for these guys to keep their focus and have a performance like that says a lot about these guys. So really proud of them. Yeah, I could talk for days about both these guys. I'll start with Fisher. If you get 5 words at him during the week, you're lucky. Extremely humble. Nobody works harder. No one's had a better offseason than this guy. And pound for pound, one of the strongest guys on the team. He's improved in a lot of areas. He's waited his turn, and he's making the most of it right now. And if there's someone better than him in our conference, I'd love to see it. Just really proud of him. And then, Carter has been one of the more talented guys we've recruited here in a long time. And as good as he is on the football field, I'm probably most proud of Carter for the growth he's had off the field. And I just think I want to make sure I say this for Carter, that he is one of the most talented guys we've had on our team in a long time, but his improvement as a person off the field and what he continues to do as a teammate, as a member of the team, is what I'm most proud of. And we knew he's got capable performances like that. To have these two guys with a running quarterback, we should be able to run the ball with that offensive line throughout the year. I think hopefully you guys will learn, like for me calling plays, I'm not really ever thinking about, hey, we got to get this guy the ball or that guy the ball. Like I want to be balanced. The tough thing tonight was we kept having the ball for one play. This guy runs for 80 yards. I got like 10 other plays I want to call, and he's scoring so fast. And our defense had been out there for a long time, and now we score too quickly. And I don't want to be crying over things like that. But I think the big thing is we want to be balanced. And these guys have such an ability to create explosive runs that it kind of has to keep. I have to learn to keep on my toes, because I'm expecting here comes a 5-yard run, all of a sudden it's a 40-yard run, and now we're in the red zone. So that's a good problem to have.
I think both of us are really good at keeping our composure and really pushing each other and supporting each other after every explosive. He's there for me, and I'm there for him. So I think we both do a good job at just being good teammates and supporting each other.
I would agree with him. I would say the same thing. I feel like in practice, all three of us, me, Vargas, and Perez, we do a good job of kind of bouncing off of each other with what we're going through throughout the week and stuff. And we never really worried about who had the better performance. I don't even know if we knew the stats of what was going on out there. We was just playing football.
I think later in the fourth quarter, third quarter, we just saw the run be electric and kind of take over the game. So that's when we realized that we're pretty close to the record near the end of the game, really.
Yeah, I would say near the end of the game is when we realized we were close to the record. I didn't even know until that last possession, when we were on defense and everyone was saying it. But when I realized that we were having an explosive game running the ball, I would just say it felt good, first carry. And obviously Vargas, I think, started it off with an explosive. And so it just felt good all night. When we went into halftime, it was just kind of had that feeling that it was going to be one of those nights for whoever was touching the ball. I thought it was great. I thought our students, they turned out. And I think it was electric. I think when we came out and we had started the game, you could feel it with the student section and, the way that they were cheering and the things that they were trying to do, especially trying to support our defense. But I know specifically on one of those runs, I just heard it, I heard it from them. But it was an electric, atmosphere tonight, sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was emotional initially. I had to kind of get myself together. You work really hard. There's a lot of people, right, that behind the scenes that are doing a lot of things to try to make that happen. And I'm also well aware that we got to continue to perform to keep that consistent. But I just get emotional about it because these guys deserve it. They work so hard and they put so much time into it that and they've had a lot of success, and that deserves to have a great crowd. So I'm just so happy and thankful that everybody turned out like that. I know, like I said, it won't be like that every week. I understand that. But hopefully we can build to a place where it becomes consistent and it becomes stuff that they want to do. They want to come to the game and they want to see these guys. And I think we're getting close. It's going to be something that we build toward, but that's why I wanted to come here. I wanted to help, change that. And to have nights like that's really cool. I definitely think we needed a 4-quarter game, Bob. I'm still really, what's the most politically correct way to say this? I'm not 100% pleased with how we played tonight, and we can play a lot better. But I was just happy that we played 4 full quarters together and got to see some explosiveness in all 3 phases. This team is really talented. We got to work really hard as a staff and as a team to continue to grow and learn from our mistakes. And it's not really about the results. It's just about how well we play. And so I just think we can play a lot better. And that's the cool part. That's the great thing about coaching and playing is every week we can get better. I don't really care so much about the results as much as I just wants to play to our potential, which is still out there. He does a great job of just staying poised. He's never a guy that gets too high, too low. I probably got to do a better job staying poised with him because he's a frustrating guy. I mean, he does things that I don't want the quarterback to do, and yet he's getting 20-yard runs and taking hits and making some great throws and then missing some things. And so, man, he's so exciting. He's such a great kid. He works really hard. But I only know how to coach the quarterback one way, and so we're going to coach him hard. But because of that, I think he's going to be a great player, and he had some great moments tonight, some great moments. He's a pretty confident guy regardless, and I think that comes from just his upbringing and who he is. He knows he's a good player. I think probably just more comfort, I would say, more than being confident. I think he's just more comfortable with the week and how it works, how the game works, me yelling at him in his ear every play, how that works, and so I just think he's getting more comfortable with how everything goes and his process. As a quarterback, you have a process from Sunday to Friday, and if you haven't done it before, it takes time to learn it. So I just think his process is improving, and that's leading to him, I think, with better performances. I'm glad he brought up Porter because he gets left out a lot of times, and I think there may not be a person on the team that defines Aggie pride probably more than Porter. Waiting for his time behind a great player like Teddy, and then also having to hear about how great his brother is every single day, and all that guy's done for the 2 seasons I've been here is be the best linebacker in the conference, and you follow that up with Rex. I'm not sure. I'm gonna probably run out of things I can say about Rex, just like Land last year. But how many kids are going to turn down hundreds of thousands of dollars, to play at the school that they started at, so they can have their name next to Bo Eason and break records like that and win games like they win tonight? He should be remembered for his loyalty much more than his ability, even though he's a great player. But I'm really proud of Rex, and I know they're both frustrated a little bit tonight, as they always will be. If they give up any points, they'll be frustrated. But I'm so happy they're on my team. I know that. The fake field goal? Yeah, that was over the bye week. You got a lot of time. You're sitting around in the office, making the wives mad that you're not getting home early enough, and you're coming up with fun stuff. we noticed that we had a numbers advantage on the field goal. We actually wanted to run it on the first field goal. So all week we had been telling the team we're going to run on the first one, and they had a brand new look. So then they were all mad at me, like, why are we not doing the fake? We're like, we had to make sure it was good, and then once we knew it was good, we ran it on the third one. So it's again, Coach Chapetti's done a great job with the special teams, and hopefully we can have some more things like that make it fun for the guys. But I thought that was a good momentum play too for us in the game.